you're looking at the next customer service consultant of Nextel. Guys, if somebody had told me it would end in tears, I would have been like, no, you're jealous. It cannot end in tears. End in tears how? It cannot end in tears. And the last one. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. When you see Kenna smiling, what time is it? It is story time. Okay, please, if this is your first time you're seeing my face, kindly click on that subscribe button. On this channel we have story times, we have vlogs, we have like this channel has a little bit of everything. So just click on the subscribe button. If you want a specific kind of content, go to my playlist. You have a lot of things on my playlist. Click on what you would like to watch and just keep watching. Okay, so guys, today is a story time and I am going to be telling you of that one time that I was asked to pay to get a job. See guys, job hunting, job search in Cameroon is so like this is something that I'll always keep having stories. Like I keep forgetting, like I'll forget that there's this story. I remember like, hey, so I just finished filming a story time on insecurity and I remember this story and I was like, you know what, you know something, I'm going to come and share this story with you guys. So today I'll be talking about that time. See guys, so when was it? I think it was when I was preparing to get married. Yes, I was still dropping my documents. I had not yet discovered I was pregnant by then, so I was still dropping my documents, trying to see if I could get a good job, you know. So I can remember there was this time when Nextel was coming. So they asked us to apply. A lot of people applied. See guys, I applied and they called us. They called a lot of us. I think they called like 90 people for customer service, to be the one to solve people's problems and stuff like that. Hey guys, I was excited. They called me, they called my cousin Charlotte, they called my cousin Lucy, they called all of us. Wait, did they call Lucy? I cannot remember. Yeah, but they called all of us. So I was really like super duper excited. Okay, so after they called us and told us that we had to come for a training, I think it was a 2 weeks training or so, on how to be a customer service, how to type fast, how to respond to people, like just the basics on customer service. They had to come and teach us so that we could go to the next stage. So guys, imagine my excitement, imagine my mother's excitement. They call your 3 children for a job. Are you kidding me? We were super duper excited. Okay, so yeah, the training had to take place here in Douala. At that time I was already in Boya because I had to leave my house. Since I was not working anymore, I could not be paying rent when I was planning for a wedding. I needed money. I could not be paying rent for a house when I needed money to make my wedding. So I decided to just leave that place. I was in between my cousin's house here in Douala and my parents' house. So at that time I was in Douala, they called me and told me to come and start the training. So since it was in Aqua, it was easier for me to stay at my husband, my then fiancé, my fiancé's house. It's funny calling him fiancé. So I had to stay there, and yeah, because it was going to be a 1 drop, but if I stayed in Bonaberry, it was going to be a 2 drop. So I went and stayed with him. Excuse me, did this thing happen but when I was already, no, I'm not sure it's when I was married. I was never married. So I went, I got up every day. I'll get up and pay my transport to go to this place. We were going on, we had 2 sections. There was a section that was from 8 to 12, and then the other people come from 12 to 4. So every single day for 2 weeks I was paying my transportation to go to this place. They were teaching us how to talk to people, how to type. They were just teaching us the basics. Okay, so they taught us, finished, and I can remember on the last day everybody came together and then we had a one-on-one interview. The interview went well, guys. I aced the interview. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, you're looking at the next customer service consultant of Nextel. Guys, if somebody had told me it would end in tears, I would have been like, no, you're jealous. It cannot end in tears. End in tears how? It cannot end in tears. Okay, guys, so after this, they now sent us emails and we're like, okay, so you have been accepted to the next stage and we should come. So I think they finally took like 20 or is it 15 of us and said we should come. When we went now, we sat down. When you sit now, they will school you on how this has to work. So they were like, okay, when you start working, first of all, you will not be paid for the first 6 months. The first 6 months, because these people apparently were like, how it was like an employment employer service, like these employment companies, they'll employ you, they'll look for a job for you, and then they'll be cutting a percentage of what you make. Yeah, they'll be cutting a percentage of what you make from your salary, for a couple of months or forever. I cannot really remember. So that's what they were explaining to us, like, okay, so you have had the job, we are the ones picking who is going to go and do this job. So you are practically working for us. You're like, my husband always says this thing, how do you say, you're like a subcontractor. You're not working for Nextel, like we are the ones giving you to Nextel, so we will be the ones to fire you or things like that. So guys, they explained and they told us our salary had to be 100k, but inside that 100k they had 60k because they were the ones that gave us the job. And I was like, huh? But inside my head I'm still like, it's not all bad. So for how long will you people be cutting my money? They said, is it 6 months or is 1 year? And I was like, okay, no problem. It's true that maybe I'll be using like 20k for transport, because at that time, no, I'm making a video. No, you don't talk to me when I'm making a video. Go. When I finish, no. When I finish, you come. So guys, it was true that at that time we're staying in town, we're staying at Bonateki, somewhere around Deido. So I was like, okay, it's going to be a one-way. I'll be using just like 500 francs for transportation every day. Maybe by the end of the month I'll use just like 20k for transportation, 10k for feeding, and then 10k to hold. So I was still convincing myself like this is not the end, like there's still hope, like I can still see the lights, I can see a bit of lights at the end of the tunnel, guys. But then they now come and they spoil very hard when they told me, but for you to have this job that will be cutting your salary, your 60k from your salary for the next 1 year, for you to have this job, you have to pay us 80,000 so that we can put your name on the list. I was like, what? So that my salary that you are chopping off for 1 year is not enough. You want to now take my 80k. I was just like, Jesus, this is so sad. Like this, I am a jobless Cameroonian. I don't have a job. It's not like I'm leaving from this job A to come to job B. Where do you expect me to have 80k from? Like, where do you expect me to have 80k from? I just left that place. I was so disappointed. I was so upset. I went back and I told my husband, and I was like, this is what they have said. Oh, this is what they have said. I'm like, it's not even, the deal is not even sounding sweet. If they even told me that I'll pay that 80,000, I will not get my money again. Okay, but you cannot expect me to pay 80,000 to enter. What if I give you that 80,000 and then my name does not come out in the list? Like, I was thinking of all those things and I was just like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it. A lot of people fall into things like this. You could still be lucky. You go and pay the money and you have the job, and you could still pay and they don't give you the job and you have nothing to do. So for me, I don't know how some people always tell me they fell for things like that. They'll tell them to pay for a job. They pay for the job. They did not have the job. They told them. I'm like, no. Any normal, reasonable employer knows that this person is coming from job market. They're the one to be giving you money. I know jobs that when they give you a job, they give you money for transportation. If you're staying out of town, they give you money to transfer to come. They give you transportation for that first month because they know that this is a jobless individual. This is somebody who does not surely even have money to be paying to come to work for this first month. They will give you money for that. So for you to want, you have never had the job yet, they're telling you to pay. For me, that's always just a red flag to show you that it is scam. So yeah, guys, I experienced that. It was a sad experience. I did not go any further. I was just like, for me, this is not even serious. Like, what is this? How can you be telling me to pay because I want a job? Like, it did not make any sense. So I did not go for it. So yeah, guys, there you have it. What do you think about this? Have you experienced things like this? How did you handle it? How did it go? Let me know in the comment section. I am there to read your comments to know more. If you want to watch more of my story times, if you have watched this and you enjoy and you want more of my story times, just go to my story time playlist. You're going to see a couple of stories there, interesting ones. You can watch, drop your comments. If you really like a video, please don't forget to share. Don't forget to tell a friend whom you think might like my content. Thank you very much for watching, and I am going to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.